in. Are you ready to be entertained, educated? A little stimulation for your brain. Lock it in. Are you ready to learn? Are you ready to laugh? Are you ready to love? Lock it in. Lock it in. Yeah. The Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in. Lock it in. Yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in. Lock it in. It's the Joe Lockett Show.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Joe Lockett. How y'all guys doing out there? You guys locked into your favorite evening barrage. Oh my God! When I say today has been a day, it's been one of those days, y'all. But I am here. I'm in the building, and we have made it happen today between cracked screens, broke phones, all that stuff. And let me just say this to y'all: don't ever get a cracked screen or broke phone because it is a racket. I'm honest, it's a freaking racket, man. It is a freaking racket of the way they got this game lined up for us out here. Don't pay me on fishing, y'all. I am still trying to get some things worked out here. How y'all doing? Toki Doki Ohio Design Yankee, that's Scott. So let me just say this to anybody. If you're out there trying to contact me, okay, my screen cracked on my main phone, so I can't see who's calling. So call me twice, okay? Due to the fact of my screen is cracked, I cannot call out, and I cannot receive text messages right now. But I can contact you through social media. So if you're friends with me on social media, I can contact you. And I'm not going to pay the price they want me to pay until they get the screen in to repair my phone. So with that being said, yeah, it's been one of those days. But we're here. We're locked into the Joe Lockett Show. What's going on TikTok? What's going on Facebook? What's going on Instagram? What's going on YouTube? YouTube, y'all showing out. I see my numbers on YouTube creeping up for subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I haven't posted anything other day because I've been running around like a madman today trying to get my phone fixed. And it has not. Hey, Tam, how's it going? Rachel, how you doing? Dee in Georgia. Divine Difference, how you doing? Jeremy, Deborah, how you doing? So thank you guys for locking in. As you see, still with all the troubles or if there's any trouble, I'm still here producing a show. Because the reason why? Because most people like podcasts, I'm not going to do it. But, because I have radio training and no matter what, you always showed up for radio. I'm going to always, if I don't show up, it's something that's really wrong. I'll jump on and say whatever's going on today, some kind of way. And then I'll let you guys know. But my job is to show up 5 days a week. So I appreciate you guys. Hello from the Bay Area, calling, sending positive vibes. Appreciate it. CO Fathers in the house. Thank you guys for locking into the show. Go ahead and hit that like button. That's free. Go ahead and get them hearts going on. I appreciate you. You guys can share the show out there. That's free also. And you guys can follow me for free. Or you can subscribe to the show and they help support the show. Or you guys can go, y'all see the new merch, man? Y'all see that? Now, I like that pink. I'm not going to even sit here and lie. It came in today, y'all. Y'all see that? I like that. If y'all want that, go to joelockett.com. It's LOCKETT.com and purchase your hoodie. That pink is hot. That pink is nice. That was the one good thing when I came back to the studio today. I saw sitting out front of the studio door. I saw a package and I opened it. I'm like, okay, that was good. Thank you for the rose, Chrissy. I appreciate you. Thank you for hitting the like button, Toki Doki. Hey, Lady J, how's it going? Happy birthday, Lady J. Lady J's birthday is today. I remember through everything I don't know what's going on today, but I still remember today is Lady J's birthday. So happy birthday, Lady J. And Facebook, I see you guys out there. Some people are sending me stars on Facebook. Thank you so much for that. And some people are still now beginning to share. Because on TikTok you share, but you can also share the video on Facebook, to your friends. But only share my show. And I'm going to say this. I ask you guys to share, but only share to my show if you think your audience wants to hear my show. Just don't share the share because I get tired of people sending me stuff and it has nothing to do with me. But if you think your audience will appreciate, or one of your friends in your inbox will appreciate my show, please share it with them and have them join the show. Happy birthday, Lady J. She is 60 years young today. She's a faithful listener to the Joe Lockett Show. Thank you. Hey, JC, how you doing? What's up, Deanna? But Lady J's birthday is today, so thank you so much. We love you. We love you. We love you. Hope you enjoy your birthday. And let me go ahead. I'm gonna have a drink with you for your birthday. Hey, Erica out there in Houston, how you doing? Cheers, Lady J, to your birthday. It's your birthday. If I had my producer here, which was nephew, we'll be playing some birthday music for you, but been a lot going on today. And it's good that I'm just able to be here and still be live on all the different platforms right now. So, but yeah, anybody that knows me and want to get in contact with me, please contact me through Facebook or Instagram for texting and calling right now. And you can call my phone, but I probably want to get to it soon enough. So call me twice. If you call me twice, I'll be able to get to it because I can't answer the phone, but I can answer through Bluetooth. So my Bluetooth will pick you up, but I have to push the button so I can actually speak to you. So if you're calling me on my cell phone, please call me call me back twice if I don't answer the first time. Okay. So, and I know that it's somebody that I know. But anyway, if you guys want to contact me directly, hit me up on social media and I will answer you there. Erica, I'm not sure when nephew is coming back. Like I said, he's dealing with a family issue, and I will let him talk about that when he gets back. All I ask you guys is right now, his family and him needs us to keep him and his family in our prayers. And I'll leave it at that. But he's going through some stuff with his family right now. So, nephew, I told him to take as much time as you need. You know, when you're going through family first. You know, I'll be here. So please send your prayers up, and when you get on your knees and pray at night, or whenever you do your praying during the daytime, just send a prayer for nephew and his family because they're going through some stuff right now. All right. So I don't know when he's coming back. I haven't put a timetable on it. I'll let him come back when he is ready to come back. And if he wants to talk about it with you guys, he will. And if he doesn't, respect his privacy. That's all I'm asking. All right. Hey, Sean, how's it going, baby? Chocolate joined the building. How you doing, man? I have had a lot of new people join this show. Followers, I thank you guys so much. Got a lot I want to get into today. And I got this is the fellas have been on me about talking about things that they have a problem with women. And so they say I make my show geared just towards women. And they're like, Joe, you be hard on us. So I'm going to put one of their topics out today. There's a couple of them I want to talk about, but this is one I'm going to be talking about. I don't know how it's just going to come over tough. It is. But ladies, I'm a man and I can feel where the men are coming from on this. I don't know if we're right to feel about the way I'm going to express this to y'all today. I don't know if it's right. But a lot of times when men are dating women, this is not the marriage stage. Sometimes it happens in the marriage stage, but definitely happen in the dating stage when you are dating. A couple of fellas have mentioned this to me, right? That when they go on dates or they make this woman their girlfriend or they see them be dating regularly, right? Whenever a woman needs support, tire breaks, the tire catches a flat, she get locked out of her house, something happens, a woman is going to call the man that she's spending time with. Hey, Michelle, correct? If you're dating a guy and you're spending time with him, you're going to call the guy that you're dating and you expect him to come help you immediately, right? Well, fellas, and these are fellas that's in their 40s and late 30s are saying this. They're saying that when they have an issue, right, and it's something personal that they have going on, a lot of time women say, I'm going to pray everything's going to be okay. Not how can I help you or what can I do? They say a lot of times women take the back seat. Hey, Judy. A lot of time women take the back seat to help their man. Or they don't help with the full power of what they could have helped, like he does for her. And men feel slighted. They feel it's unfair. I'm doing good, Judy. Doing good. Just doing a little old podcast radio show thing here every day. And men want to know, why don't women feel they have to give equal value when their man is in trouble? I think it's a good question. A guy said one day that his car broke down, and he called his girl that he's been taking out, doing stuff for, and when he called and said, "Hey, can you come pick me up? I need to go to work. I'm going to have the wrecker come pick up my car, but I need to go to work." She said, "Can't you catch an Uber?" She's not in a position to come right now. So he said he called somebody else, but he felt some kind of way. Because when she called him, he drops everything for whatever she needs, and he goes there. He don't ask, can you or should you, or why don't you? He said, I show the hell up because I'm her man. But she had the audacity, the unmitigated gall to say this to him. He said, I felt some kind of way about that, man. He said, she's a good woman. He said, but when it comes down to the support, women, and not all women, but some women think that the man is supposed to do because he's the man in the relationship. But when it comes time for the man to ask a woman for something, she can skimp out or half-ass what she's doing for him. She can make an excuse or not be there immediately when he needs her. And sometimes it could be financial. Sometimes it could be just, he needs you to go pick up something for him or whatever the case may be. Some women don't do that. I need context that one, Joe. Could she not leave her job? I don't think you need context, Erica. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. Because if you call me, right, and I'm at work, I'm solving your problem. I'm sending you Uber money. I'm coming to pick you up, or I'm sending somebody to come get you because you called me. I'm solving your problem because I know if my girl called me, right, she needs me to solve her problem because otherwise she would have solved it herself. So you don't need context when you call me. You expect things to happen. And I'm not being rude to you, but I'm being honest. When a woman calls her man, she's not looking for context. She's saying, this is my man. I don't have the answer. Come handle it, bro. When your man call, it ain't no context. It ain't no thinking. If I call you and you're my girl, I need you to be coming up with some damn solutions to what I need to do, or how you're going to get to me, or how you're going to help me solve my problem. Don't ask me, well, did you or can you? No, you ain't my woman because I'm going to break up with you right now. I promise you when after this done, I'm going to delete your number. I promise you we're done. Because even if you can't leave work, well, baby, I can't leave work, but I'm going to go ahead and order your Uber and then be there in a few minutes. Give me your address. I wouldn't have left my job, but you could have sent me an Uber. You could have sent me an Uber. If I'm in a position and I'm calling you, I need you to suggest, well, baby, I'll do this, right? And I can turn it down and say, no, baby, I'm gonna do that myself. But you're my girl. I'm calling you. Because you can't do that, you should be able to do something else. Because that's what you're gonna expect me to do. What's up, MD? Oh, okay. So I misread that. I thought you said I wouldn't have left my job. Oh, I would have left my job. Okay. So, okay, I read that wrong. My bad, Erica. But, this is what I'm saying. So some women don't do that. And I apologize to you, Erica. But some women don't do that. And men feel for themselves that this is unfair because women can jump a man's ass quickly and say he ain't a man, or what kind of man is he if he don't do this? But I gotta ask y'all women, real talk. Isn't that a woman's responsibility too if you're in a relationship with your man? Any kind of way, if your man calls you, shouldn't you give him the same equal value that he gives you when you need an emergency? If the toilet is broke, if you got something broken in your house, as soon as he get on work, he's there. If your man picks up that phone and he calls his girlfriend, shouldn't you try to solve his problem? Because he's asking you for help. Just like y'all tell us, if I got to call somebody else for help, why do I need you? That's what y'all tell us. That's what I hear y'all say. If I got to call anybody else for help, why the hell do I need you? Okay. Got you. So if I call your ass and you don't try to come up with solutions for me or stop my problem, why do I need you? I'm just asking, ladies. That's a fair question. That's a fair complaint from a man that some women don't live up to the same expectations that they put on their men. They want the help, but they slow or very little to give the same help to their man when he needs it. And I'm asking why. I'm asking why. I'm asking for the fellas. I haven't had that happen to me, but I'm asking for the fellas, right? If your man call you and you can't get there, you should be cash apping him. You should be ordering something for him. You should be whatever you can do from wherever you are. You should be doing it without question. He shouldn't have to wait for you. He shouldn't have to ask you to do it. Just like y'all tell me as a man, you shouldn't have to wait. If you got insurance, right? And you can get your car towed. You still want your man to show up to that tow truck, get there. And depending on where he is and what he's doing, he's on his way. He's providing for you. He's making sure you're going to be good. Or he stays on that phone until the tow truck get there because he can't get there. But some way, somehow, as a man, I'm going to let you know, because of I can't do that, I'm going to do this. And I'm going to make it up to you, or we're going to make sure that you never be in that situation again because I don't like the way that made me feel. But I'm asking, ladies, isn't it fair for a woman dating a man, if you have expectations of him to come to you in your time of need, isn't it a woman's responsibility, if she's in a relationship with that man, to come to him in his time of need in any capacity that she's able to? 100%. Not 2%, not 5%, not 25%, 100%. And I don't want to hear that, well, I'm not his wife, so I'm not doing that. If you're his girlfriend and you want that dude to come and give you 100, for me, I think you need to give your man 100, whether that's your husband or not. If not, I think you need to break up with that man if you're not willing to go that route. If you're not willing to do that, you need to tell that man, I don't want to do that for you. I don't love you like that. And you can't expect that man to be there to help you out and do nice things for you 100%, and you and his wife. I'm just saying, I think that's unfair, ladies. And I've heard this a few times. I can't say I heard it a lot, but I've heard it a few times that the expectation of help from a man to a woman is different than the expectation of help from a woman to a man. How many women dating a man is going to stay with him if he needs help? How many women is going to look at their man and look at him less than because she had to come out of her pocket to help him? She's going to feel some kind of way because she had to inconvenience her bank account, her savings, her credit card, her time for her man. See, to me, that's going to tell me whether you really love me or not. That's going to show me a whole lot. Do you truly love me, the man now? Or do you just love what I can provide and I look good, but when I'm no longer able to provide, and you have to provide, you have to step up to the plate for me, you feel some kind of way because you feel that only it should be given and not reciprocated sometimes. That's what you're right. That may be why some women are not married. All I can is maybe she didn't value him as much as he values her. I think that goes to a lot of women don't value a man the way he values them, or what the value. I'm gonna say this. I think it's the value you hold for a man that he needs to value you. But when it comes to you doing the same thing, you don't like that dude like that. And I have to ask y'all ladies, why are you dating me? Why are you with me? Because it seems like some women are only with me or us when it's the benefit to you. But if I'm not able to do for you, I'm now a liability. I'm now weak. I'm now looked up, frowned upon, and I'm looked at differently because you had to help me. You had to inconvenience yourself. So to me, that tells me some of these women that date these men, y'all don't love us. Y'all are using us until there's nothing else there for you to like. Some of us, you say you love me, but you really don't love me. You love what I can do. You love how I look, but you don't love me. You're not in love with me because when I need you to be in love with me and do for me, you give me half-ass. You pay partial. You make excuses. Now I'm asking why. Because women always say, I want the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. I'm like Jack Nicholson. Some of y'all can't handle the truth. And I think there's a conversation, Facebook and TikTok. Hey, Michelle, how you doing? Thank you. I see you on Facebook. I think some people this is a conversation that need to be had. When you say you love me and I say I love you, what do that really mean? I need to know, Shar, why do you love me in the relationship status? I need to know, Judy, why do you love me? Just don't say the words, right? Because I have felt this in a relationship. If you ask a woman to do certain things for you, she do, and we feel it. I don't know. I can't say 100% that every woman is like this. But I do feel, let me say that, I'm going to take this onus on myself. I feel sometimes a woman look at you as being weak now if you're not able to do certain things sometimes or for a period of time. You know, life on you. And you use it against me in an argument. You throw a low blow at me through a text message when you get mad at me. Now I'm just talking about from a man point of view today, ladies, because I know men do, but I'm talking about from a man point of view. Women throw these low jabs at their men when we're going through our tough time. And I got to ask you a question. Is that a role of a woman that loves a man? Is it the role of a woman that says she loves her man? That when you know my inner being and my interactions and my inner problems, you treat me different. You treat me different. You're sort of more standoffish. Because, and I'm going to tell you why. I thought long and hard about this even before today. If I'm going through a tough time health-wise or financially, no, I'm not talking about all the women, but I'm talking about some. If you get in trouble, now I can't help your ass, and you don't like that. Because now you're vulnerable, and now you have to kind of pull the relationship a little bit. And so now you feel some kind of way because now you got to pull the load of the relationship, which means, honestly, ladies, you don't love me. You was always in it for yourself. Because see, if I'm down health-wise or down financially for a minute, if you need something, you know you can't come to me. And that's a problem for you. But that's a bigger problem for me. Because now I'm looking at you. Now I'm thinking about, so if I get down, you eventually gonna leave me. Or you're gonna go find somebody else to fill my spot quickly. But if you get down, that same woman, you're gonna expect me to stay 10 toes down, stand on business for you because I'm your man. And you will stand up in that and scream that all day long. But I got to ask you, ladies, will you stand up for me? And you would say, well, in a relationship, that's not my responsibility. That's a man's responsibility. Well, what is my responsibility as a man then in a relationship with you? It's not to take care of you like you're my wife. That's why I keep telling y'all, I don't give girlfriend, wifey benefits. That's why I keep telling y'all, you got to differentiate the two. The girlfriend gonna get different benefits that Miss Lockett gonna get. Miss Lockett get everything. The girlfriend get most of the stuff, but she's not gonna get everything. She's not. But when she get Miss Lockett, she got the keys to the Bentley. She got everything. Let me see. Nisi says that character red flag shows up for both men and women, but it's ignored. Yes, it does. But I'm gonna say women hold men more accountable and talk about it more than men do. Men grind through it. They take it, and we still stay with your ass. We feel some kind of way, but because you're there, some men, a lot of men, most men ignore it and keep moving because they're like, well, I'm gonna get back on my feet. We're gonna be good anyway. But the red flag she done shown you is, or she done shown me is, you don't really love me like that. And I'm replaceable. If you can't provide, I'm out. If you stay sick too long, I'm out. Because, and I have to ask women, because I've really pondered this, ladies and gentlemen. When y'all get with a man, right, and life been lifing on you, and I'm talking about the women in their, late 30s, 40s, and 50s. In your 20s, you're still trying to figure stuff out. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna give you a break there. But when you're in your late 30s, 40s, and 50s, ladies, can I ask y'all, what are y'all truly looking for? Nisa said he ignores it, but still feeling same kind of way. Rachel says, Joe, where are you finding these type of women? Some of them are on here. They're just quiet watching the show from behind the scenes. Just telling you. I'm going for now, take care, keep doing what you're doing. Stay safe, and thanks, Judy. I appreciate you. You said one of your shows you were out if your woman gets sick. I said I'm out if I know she has an illness that's not going to be better if I'm dating her. If I'm dating her, there's a possibility we got to sit down and have that talk. Because if she's not going to get any better, I don't know if I'm going to be the man who's going to be able to handle that to go into a marriage. And that part I'm okay with. And I think any man would be okay with that if he's dating a woman and she's not there. If this is going to be a lifelong thing. If you're dating me as a man, and let's just say, God forbid, but something, life-threatening comes to me. Or it's going to be something where you need to take care of me for life. Right? I'm not going to want my girlfriend to stay. We're going to have sit down and have a serious talk. because she got a full life that she can go live without me. She don't need me. I don't want her feeling sorry for me or being there because she loves me, but she can live a full life and she's not married to me. Now, if you're my wife, it is what it is. I'm your husband, it is what it is. But if I'm dating you, we need to talk. We need to talk. Because I don't want my girlfriend to be pushing me around in a wheelchair or coming to my bedside every single day. No, I don't want that. So for me, you know what I'm saying? If I don't want that, I say for me, if my girlfriend that I'm dating and something happens or she get ill or something, that's a conversation we gotta have. Now, if it's something that that can heal and she's gonna be down for a while, a year or two, and I love her, I'm in. But if it's a lifelong thing and we're dating, y'all may not like my conversation, what I'm saying here, but I need to have that conversation. And we can talk about it, what that looks like for both of us. It's a conversation that be had. I don't think a woman should be condemned or doomed to take care of me and feel some kind of way if she's dating me and she wants to walk away. If she wants to stay, I'm going to fight with her to leave. I'm going to fight for her to just be my friend, not my girlfriend. My friend, you still can stay around. You can hang around, but come when you want to. If I'm going through something, it's something that the Lord or the world has put on me, I need to take care of that. That ain't that woman's responsibility. It won't be Niece's responsibility or Judy's, or Chrissy's responsibility or Tam, right? Isn't that the same kind of thing? The woman helped their man in a thing. Depends on the person, Tam. It really does. Because short term is things get back to normal. If you're diagnosed with something and that's your life, and it's going to require me to do something every single day for you, right? That was not there when I first met you. I have to really see where I am with you, right? And I'm just being honest. Like I said, it sounds horrible, but I'm just being honest. That is a conversation that I have to have with myself. That's something that I got to pray about. And then it's a conversation I need to have with you if it's coming from you to me, and vice versa. If it's coming from me to you, I want you to have that conversation. I don't want any woman to feel obligated because I was in a relationship with this man for a year that if I leave him, I'm wrong. No, you're not. You're not wrong if you leave me. I'm not going to be mad at you if you leave me because I have a lifelong debilitating situation that I can't help, but it's not your fault either. I'm not going to feel that you abandoned me. I won't feel that. Because there's something that happened that you didn't buy into. Because if I was that way, 9 times out of 10, you probably wouldn't have been dating me anyway. And I have to look at life like that. It's just like in the military or anything I've ever done in my life. If you get hurt, the contract we had in the beginning is different now. It changes. If your health change in anything that you're doing at work, in sports, anything that you do, if you're not able to do the contract you have with those people or whatever contract you have, whatever you was doing, the contract changes. The terms are now different because that's not what they bought into. It's not what you bought into. Now, to each his own how you handle that. But if you're asking me, that's how I would handle it. That's understandable. But if she values you, she's going to want to be there for every moment until, and that depends on that person. Like I said, if we're dating, she got kids, she got a family, she got a life. If that's the choice she decides to take in her life, then it's going to be up to me. Do I really want her to do that? If she's dating me. Now, some men may eat that up and some women may eat that up. I'm not that guy. I'm different when it comes to that. I'm probably going to break up with her if I have something that's going to be lifelong. And I know it's going to be a laborious task that's going to take away from her life. I will free her. It's going to hurt me to free her, and she's probably going to be mad at me, but I'm going to free her. Because I don't want no woman that I love to sit there and have to take care of me. Like I don't want my kids to have to sit there and take care of me. Throw my ass in the nursing home, call me on the phone, holler at me when you can. I don't live my life. But if this is what my life comes to, that is what it is for me, and that's just the way I feel. I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm not saying that I'm wrong, but I'm in control of my life and how I do things. The way y'all see it, completely different. But if I was struck with something, I'm going to. Yeah, I'm probably gonna break it. That's just me. I don't, yeah, I'm probably gonna, like I said, it's gonna hurt me a lot, but I will feel better knowing if she's coming in as a friend and checking on me, that she still, when she leaves there, she can live her life. She can go find, happiness in something else because I'm just not able to do whatever it is that she bought into when she first met me. I'm not the guy that's in the gym anymore. I'm not the guy that with the buff chest and all. I'm not that guy. I know she loved me, but you can love me as a friend. You still can show me the kind of love and give me a kiss on the forehead as a friend. And go live your life. And for me, just only me, that's how much I love you. Okay. Yeah, put me in a nursing home. I'm seriously. Put me in a nursing home. I don't want to be a man. Listen, when I was out living my life, Vila Loca, from 19 to probably about 28, 30 years old, I wasn't listening to nobody. I did what I want to do, how I want to do it, as long as I wanted to do it. Right? I wouldn't let anybody get in my way. I went and did everything I could under the sun. I don't want no one feeling pity for me at 50 or 60 or 70 years old. Right? Everybody needed me or whatever. And when I was young, I said, bump all y'all. I'm going to go do what I want to go do. So if I find myself in a situation, and Lord forbid I don't want to be in a situation, but if I find myself in that situation, I'm okay with my memories, nursing home, and a remote control. I'm okay. I live my life. I want my kids to live their life. If they come by the nursing home and holler at daddy, cool. If they don't, I understand. I won't be mad at them. They're still going to be millionaires when I die. They're still going to be well taken care of. Right? Because I love my kids. But I do understand they have a life to live too. And when they needed me for certain things, my black ass was not there. I was in the streets. I was not there for a lot of people when I was younger. I'm not going to sit here and act like I was a saint. I was not there for a lot of people when I was younger. I was doing Joe like I was selfish as hell. So with me being that way, I would never want or expect anybody to stop their life for me when I didn't stop my life for people that I probably should have. And that's my story, right? And I understand, like I said, that sounds horrible, but it's my truth. Let's see, Joe, it's his or her choice. Yes, I agree. How do you get to take that time away? Because if it's my situation, I get to make that choice for you, whether you want me to or not, because it's my situation. So I most likely, like I said, I will push you away because I want you to go live your life, and you'll be mad at me. I get it, but I'd rather for you to be mad at me than to be stuck with me in whatever situation that may put me in. That's a lifetime situation. It was a short-term situation, and you decide to stay cool. But if it's something that the God says, Joe, it ain't gonna get no better. It's gonna get worse. That ain't what you signed up for. When you're married, that's what you signed up for. But when you dating me, that ain't what you signed up for. And like I said again, y'all, that's me. Y'all can live y'all life and do that with the person that you're dating and think they should be with you forever and you're going to be with them forever. I respect that. I respect it. Right? I can't even say I agree or disagree because that's y'all thing. It's just not mine. Tam said, I'm asking if your car broke down or whatever, you okay her helping you, but sick, she can leave. My car breaking down is 24 hours. Small. It's fixed tomorrow. It's fixed in the next 24, 48 hours, whatever. Being sick, that's completely different. That's now responsibility. Just that I think fixing the car is accountability, right? In a relationship. If we're talking about sickness and health, that's responsibility. You're now responsible for me. Now you have to help me. Now I'm needing you to do this and this and this and this, right? For the lifetime. If something happens in a relationship and I need you there to be accountable to help me through this situation, that's over and done with. If I'm sick and it's not going to get any better, that responsibility never stops. You are expected to do that for however long for till my life ends, and I don't want no one to have to do that for me. That's just me. Like I said, to each his own. But I'm never going to judge a relationship the same as I do a marriage. I just, when I give you the title Ms. Lockett, that's something that we said before God. Those are the vows that we took. And I think you should honor those vows. But if your ass didn't say no vows with me, and I ain't say no vows with you, you have the right to walk out anytime that you want to. You can break up with me tomorrow and I'm not sick. Hell, most of y'all break up with us, it ain't nothing wrong with us anyway. You break up with me because you found somebody better to support you better. So for me, what's the difference, right? Whether you broke up with me for Dexter or John, or if you broke up with me because, I'm sick, you still broke up with me. When you're dating, for me, when you're dating. Now, when you're married, there is an expectation for my wife to stay. Yes. If I'm married, there is an expectation for me to stay, and I will. Because that's a commitment I made to her. I love her that much. I'm not going anywhere. No matter how bad it gets, I'm not having the diapers I got to change, whatever I got to go do, that's my wife. But I can't tell my girlfriend I'm going to do that. I'm sorry, I can't. I cannot tell my girlfriend that I'm honestly sit up here at 53 years old because we're dating, and that's something that I'm going to buy into if it gets to that point. Just me. All right, guys, it's 48 minutes after that. You guys are locked into your favorite eating right. It is your boy Joe Lockett. I think I probably made women look at me differently today. I don't want to date his ass. He ain't about nothing. If I get sick, he gone. There's a possibility. I'm gonna act hello. Hey, Monica, but I say this here. You would much rather for me to be upfront than to lie to you. Right? When you're over 50, these are conversations you gotta have. Right? Because how many women have been in that situation, or men have been in that situation, and when they got in that situation, they left. And you thought they were gonna stay. How many people have been in those situations and married and they left your ass? Or they cheated on you while you was going through those situations? Let's just keep it real. Y'all can get mad at me about me being up front, but how many of y'all have been with these folks and they did it to you anyway? Or you was with them and you wish they would have left because they weren't about nothing when they was with you when they was with you while you was going through it. Let me ask y'all this. How many people have been through something and they got through it and then they dropped your ass afterwards? Because when you go through something, right, you are him. When you go through something, that really tells the relationship, right? Because guess what? Physically, sometimes you change. Mentally, sometimes you change. Now that you done got through that problem, right? You saw some stuff from that person that you probably didn't like. Y'all still together. But now y'all trying to get back together because now you're over it. They want you to get back to the old you. But you can't get back to the old you because you still now getting back. You're not trying to get back to your 100% self than what you were. But now you're looking at your mate a little bit different because of what you saw when you were sick. So sometimes you never really get back to where y'all was before because what? Y'all broke now. And he don't see you the same, and you don't see him the same, and it winds up that y'all end up in a divorce anyway. See, we gotta keep this real. Y'all can be mad at Joe Lockett and say Joe Lockett full of crap, and he's a tough ass, and he's full of. But I'm being upfront and honest to some stuff that happens to y'all when y'all go through it, and nobody says it. You just be with somebody and they lie to you, or they don't say nothing, and then events happen, and then you see it, and you wind up divorced anyway. Why are you single right now? Why are you divorced right now? If you find yourself in those situations. It's because something didn't go quite right. Somebody changed. Somebody didn't do something. Somebody didn't tell somebody something, or somebody felt some kind of way, and they decided to go do something, and they didn't tell you about it. You just don't wake up one morning and say, I'm going to divorce your ass. There's a rhyme and a reason of why you want to be single, or why you don't want him, or he don't want you. There's a rhyme and a reason that you break up in a relationship. Nobody gets in a relationship to break up with somebody. You don't. You can lie to me, but that's bull. Nobody gets in a relationship to get in a relationship just to break up with somebody to get a divorce. You don't marry to get a divorce. Something happened. You say they lied to you, they lied on their resume, they didn't tell you something you didn't see. Come on now, talk to your boy. That's bull. You have to fall for imperfection. You have to fall for imperfection first. It's easy to fall for the obvious. Nietzsche says, no, Joe, it makes you want to be there better for that person. For some people, Nietzsche, it does. And like I said, I think that's a conversation, if it ever happens to you in your life with your mate, that you should have. It shouldn't be an expectation. It should be a conversation if you're dating. The expectation is you already took those vows. So the expectation when you're married, yes, but I don't think should be an expectation when you're in a relationship with somebody. I think the expectation should be downgraded to a conversation. That's just me. Divorce is caused by a multitude of things that have happened for many years. At least it was like that for me. And I agree. I totally agree. And that's why I tell people, when you get to the divorce court, if somebody's saying divorce, 9 times out of 10, that's been going on for a minute. It was brewing, and you guys couldn't stop the landslide. For whatever reason may be. As Erica said, it's a multitude of reasons. I get that. Divorce is not something that when someone got married for good reason, they take lightly. I don't think any woman puts on a dress, take a ring, and decides that in 3 years I'm going to take this guy for everything and get, I'm going to divorce him. Because most of y'all are not marrying rich guys. You're marrying an average guy. The guy who took care of you the best, the guy who loved you the best, the guy that you felt they would protect and provide for you the best. And you say that you love him and you're willing to give your all to him and do the same thing for him with everything that you have in your soul and body for him when you marry. When I'm dating your ass, I ain't said that yet. I'm saying, is that what I want to do? When I make up my mind that's what I want to do, then I ask you for your hand in marriage. But if I'm dating you, I haven't made that decision yet. I'm still pondering it. I'm still trying to see some stuff. I'm trying to understand some stuff. That's why you're still dating and you're not married. That's why I ain't asked you yet. Or I have no intentions of marrying your ass anyway. And if I have no intentions of marrying you and we're just being together, you're going to get what you're going to get. MD said, a lot of women just want to get married. They don't want to be a wife. I was done 8 years before I actually left. I mean, listen, in my divorce, we was together for 10, married for 7. And this is my last marriage. And I would say that marriage was probably good for definitely about a good 2 or 3 years. We was good. I think around that fourth year, maybe in the third, but definitely that fourth year is when things started to shift for us, I believe. Um, and it was just big on communication. You know what I'm saying? There were certain things that I didn't want to face, and so I got into a routine of saying certain things. Y'all know how that goes when you're dating somebody, right? Or you're married to somebody. Every argument has the same words, right? And the same ending, which means no answer. But you keep going because you're married. But at some point, one of y'all is going to get sick and tired and fed up. But before you get sick and tired and fed up, you start to fall off as a woman and you start to fall off as a man to the marriage, right? And both of y'all are patient for a while because you really don't want the divorce. You really want it to work, but you think because you're holding out or you're doing a little bit less of, that's going to make the other person want to do more, which is inevitably wrong. That never works. But that's what we do. So I agree that when you're going through a divorce, before you get a divorce, you're divorced. By the time you ask for a divorce, you were probably divorced a year or so prior to, depending on if you got kids, depending on are you able to walk away from the marriage and be okay, or do you got to save up money? I mean, there's a lot of factors goes into that. You know what I'm saying? But again, I would just say you got to have those conversations. You definitely got to have a conversation with your man. You got to have a conversation with your woman. And like I said, those are tough conversations that a lot of people don't like to have. Just be real, like you don't. You see what I'm saying? And when you're talking about responsibilities and who's going to do what, you want to hope that somebody's going to be there for you. I see somebody here that I hope they understand like all I'm saying is that's not a guarantee. And I don't think that should be automatic. That's just like I said. I don't think it should be automatic if you're dating. I don't think nothing when you're dating is automatic. You're supposed to do. When you're dating, it's by choice. I want to do, I can do, I will do. When I'm married to you, I have to do because I committed to you. I'm your husband. I'm not looking for a way out. I'm in 10 toes down, baby. Let's go. Whatever it is, I'm here. I have given my life to you. When I'm dating you, I have not given my life to you. I've given my love to you, most of it, but I haven't given my life to you if I'm dating you. And that's just the way I see it. I could be wrong, but I ain't never dated a woman that I said I gave my life to her, or I felt like I gave my life to her. Now, would I do anything for her? For the most part, yeah. For the most part, yes, I would do almost anything for her besides get myself in a financial insurance buying with her or do some type of business with her. You know what I mean? With a girlfriend. I probably wouldn't do those things with her. With my wife, it wouldn't be a second thought. Whatever my wife wants to do, we'll sit down and we'll figure it out. But there may be some things my girlfriend wants to do, and I'm looking at her like, I'm gonna kind of shake, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like, And when she say you don't love me like that, I would say you're not my wife. So I don't know, I don't feel comfortable doing that. And that may hurt her feeling, but I don't give a damn. I'm just being honest. Because everything looks good on the surface, and then when things get bad, right? What's the first thing that happens? They throw that crap in your face. See, I've been there, done that. I got that T-shirt. So I'd rather for you to be mad as hell with me right now. And if you decide to get mad and walk the hell away, we can walk away clean. But what we're not going to do is have a messy separation and we wasn't married. I'm not going to do that. Marriage is messy enough. I'd be damn going to be in a situation where I'm dating somebody and stuff is messy. And we got to sit here and divide stuff and I got to take you to court and you're trying to, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Sorry, I'm just not gonna do that. Yeah, tap the screen on that one, y'all, because a lot of people do that, right? And then you wind up when things go. And I always tell people when you're dating somebody, it ain't if it's going to go bad, it's when it goes bad. And don't mean it's going to go bad to the point where it's a detriment to both of you. But when things happen, you find out real quickly, right, what they're truly in for and how they really got your back. You ever want to you ever want to find out and test your relationship? Hit hard times. Hit hard times. And see how much your phone rings. See how much your text messages continue to happen. See how many times she's knocking at your door, coming to see how you doing. When you're dating. See, when you're married, you're living together. But when you're dating, right? And you're going through hard times, and y'all not living together, fellas. Right? Because see, women, when y'all going through hard times, a lot of times men already know you're going through hard times, and we're gonna be there. But when you going through a hard time, bro, and she got her place, you got your place. But you needing her help right now. See how long she gonna stick around. And see how long they expect your ass to stick around when they're going through their hard times. I'm just saying. Think about what I'm saying. Think about what I'm saying. Because like I said, I'm asking the ladies a question again. Do ladies get married for a man to take the load off of them? Or do women truly get married because they love the guy? It's the question I want to ask. If you're in your late 30s, 40s, and 50s, do you get married for someone to come in and help you and take the load off of you? Or are you getting married because you love the guy? Or you just take number 3 of that. Are you getting married for both? Because when a man get married, and any man on here, y'all answer that question. When you get married, are you getting married for somebody to take the load off of you? Are you getting married because you love the woman? Or you get married for both, fellas? I'll wait. Because what I believe, men marry because they love you. I think a lot of women marry because he can take the load off of me, and I can love him, or I love him. But I believe that woman that says both, if he can't take the load off of her, she don't love him no more. See, I'm just saying, ladies, the load that you got on you has nothing to do with that man. But because he can come in and take that load off of you, you can love him. But if he can't take that load off of you, will you love him? Will you date him? But when a man loves you, he see the load. And he still loves you, and he still asks for your hand in marriage. My question to ladies, why do you get married? Y'all say, I'm asking. Single women live longer than married women. Marriage is work. And when I say low, ladies, I'm just not talking about financial. I'm not. I'm just talking about financial, right? Everything ain't about money. When I say load, it could be responsibilities with the kids that you have. It could be responsibility with the kids that he has. Right? whatever the load may be when it comes to whatever y'all got going on in your life that you are tired of doing and you want somebody to help you with or take it off your hand. It ain't always financial. It may be, like I said, picking the kids up from school, spending time with your kids so you can get some time to yourself, getting things fixed around the house or seeing things need to be done and you don't have to do it yourself anymore. For a man, like I said, maybe a woman helping him take care of his kids, sewing buttons back on shirts, sewing the holes up in the socks when they see it, taking the load off. And if the person that you say you're in love with and you want to marry, if they didn't take the load off, would you still want to marry them? And would you love them? This is why I think it's important what Chrissy just said, right? For men, if you, especially in your 40s and 50s, right? I myself am a proponent of this philosophy. Get with a woman that is of equal value to what you are. She can handle her own load. Get with a man of equal value to you. He can handle his own load. I think it makes life easier. Because for me, if I know you're handling your business and you really don't need anything from me, but you love me, I feel you love me. It's not because I can help you. Because if I'm your husband, I'm going to help anyway. But if you got problems before you met me and I'm able to help you and you're loving me, in the back of my mind, I'm saying to myself, if I wasn't able to help you, would you really want to be with me? So at this stage in my life, call me selfish, call me whatever hell you want to. But you got to have a house. You need to have a car. You need to have your own money. You need to be paying your own bills. Now, when I do things for you, get your hair done, take your dinner, get your nails done, it's because I want to, not because you need me to. You got your own money. You got savings in the bank. You ain't got to be rich, but you got your own savings. You're not living paycheck to paycheck. That's the kind of woman I got to be with. I can't be with a woman who need me to take the load off her. Because the load that she got, I didn't give it to you. Some men like that stuff because they want to be the rescuer for the woman. And they want to hold that over the woman, and that's their thing. I got it, but that ain't what I want. Because again, I don't know if you truly love me. Because when I see women say both, I'm not knocking it. But my question would be, are you handling both right now? Are you handling your load now by yourself? Or are you barely making it? Because I hear some women, if he can't do this, and this, I don't need him. But what I never hear that woman say, if he can't do this and this, I don't need him. But if he can do this and this and this, I'm going to make sure I can do this, this, and this. The only thing I hear women say when they make these statements, these open-ended statements, is if he can't, I want or I don't. But if he can, you're saying that you can get me. But in return, what do the man get? I'm not saying all women say that. I'm not saying all women do that, but I'm saying there are women out there that these things are being talked about. These are things that's being portrayed, and these are the images that women have that if he ain't this, and this, I ain't nothing to you. But don't you think if I'm A, B, C, and D, you need to be A, B, C, and D also? I agree, Erica. And I hate to say this, But I think a lot of people want transactions for a relationship. I don't know if people really be in a relationship because they love somebody. I'm not just being honest. I don't know if a lot of women have the wherewithal to just be with a man because she loves him. There has to be something more. She can't see a man that's a good man, right? And just love him. It has to be something more for her. But with a man, I can see you, look at you, and love you for you. So I would ask women, who has the most love for the other person? Is the man or the woman? Something to think about. Because I believe a lot of men, when they hear the word I love you from a woman, it's because of what he has done, what he has. And so I shall love thou. When a man sees a woman, he ain't looking at what she has. Most men are not. He's looking at her, the way she smiles, her beauty. I love you. I want to provide and protect for you. Will you marry me? Erica says, I say men drive relationships so they have to love the woman more. How do you think that just sounded to me and Erica? What you just said? I have to love you more because I drive the relationship. I do. They need your character, charisma, class, adaptability, and sexuality. We are looking at the quality of the woman she is. Yes. And this is what I was talking about, Erica, about more, right? I think we propose to you. Yes. But why should I propose to you if I feel I love you more than you love me? I'm just being real, y'all. Why should I propose to you um, if I feel I love you more than you love me? Why can't a man feel compensated for his love? I feel in order for a man to stay in a relationship and be faithful, he has to love her more. I'm gonna disagree with you on that one, E. I'm gonna disagree on you with that one. Gonna, I'm gonna give you a hard 100%. I disagree with you on that one because if I feel I love you more, I'm not gonna want to stay in that relationship with you, and I'm not gonna give you my 100% if I feel I'm loving you more than you love me. I'm human, Erica. I may be emotionless to a point on most things, but I want to be loved by the woman that I love. And I want to be able to reciprocate this same amount of love that I'm giving you. I don't want less. I don't want less from you when it comes to love. Love is free. Love don't cost money. So I want it all from my wife. So if I feel, and I respect your feelings on that, Erica, that's you, but if I feel that I love you more, you're not going to get all of me. You will not get all of me. And that just may be me as a man. But if I feel you giving me a half-ass effort when it comes to love, yeah, I'm going to feel some kind of way. I am. Good conversation, Joe. I'm usually on my way to work. Glad I could get to participate. Thank you, Nisi. If you're giving me 50%, I'm matching your 50. Me either. Where is the medium? How can we compromise? You you see that in dating stage. Yeah. But what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to excoriate Erica because that's her truth. And she's saying that because that's coming from a place of where she's been in her life too now. Right? Because maybe she gave all and she didn't receive it back. So now she's in a position where the man loves her a lot more and she feels she can give enough to keep him around, but she's never going to give all because the guy before her took everything. See what I told y'all before, right? And I don't know Erica passed on that, but I'm just saying that came from somewhere. But what I'm saying is, I told y'all we all dating each other's passes. We're all competing with everybody's ex and the baggage that they left upon your ex. And again, Erica, like I said, I don't know the situation. I'm just going back to what you said. I disagree. I was getting hypothetical on the situation. Erica said, not half-as I can properly quantify it, but men that love their wives more seems to have more long-lasting relationships. Where do you see that at, Erica? Are you assuming that they love their wives more? Do you know that their wives don't love them just the same? And I'm asking, I don't know, because maybe you see something that I don't see. So, if you don't mind, could you explain that to me? And like I said, that's just me. And when it goes to the love thing, I need all of it. I'm like, what is that? All of me for all of you. That's just me. Rachel, I appreciate that, but more men need to follow suit. Okay, y'all have a problem. Okay, so Erica said, in my own family, the men in my family that date on their wives, that dote on their wives have been married for 50 years plus. Okay, so 50 years plus, that is the generation before us. And I think that's unfair to judge, Erica. And the only reason why I'm gonna say that, because those women hung around for different things than we did for those 70 babies and 80 babies. If those women had the options and the choices that the 70s and the 80s women had that we have, I don't think they would still be together. The men held the ace card back then, right? Because if they've been married for 50 years, that family was just coming out of segregation. And that's different, right? No one wanted to break up the home where the daddy was sleeping with old girl across the street or down across the tracks. So you say they're happy now, Erica. I really would like to talk to them and see what she happy for 50 years. And if we're talking about black families, I don't want to say everybody, but I guarantee you there were stories that they can tell that she held on things that those people was married for 50 years, Eric. I'll say this. Those women held on to things that you wouldn't hold on to today for 5 years. That would be my retort to you, right? Those women held on to things. Happiness is not um, congruent, so let's not even go there. Yeah, but you're saying they stay together though, right? So I can't say you had to go through something to stay together to be happy, and then you have to ask that person that's been in for 50 years, are you happy that you stayed? Because in my own family, I got people that been my parents together 50 years plus. I know some people in my family 50 years plus. But if you ask them, are they happy? Now, do they look happy? Because they got a nice house, they're retired, they got cars and stuff and money, a little bit of money. They look happy. But if you get down and talk to them and ask them, are they happy for real, in today, in 2024, are they truly happy? No. A lot of them have settled. It is what it is. I'm too old to leave. And if you ask some of them, I don't know your family, Eric, but in my family, if you ask those people, the women would say, I should have left such and such back in such and such. This is, I know, my family. Your family may be different and it may have worked great, Erica. So I'm not talking about, I'm talking about in my family for 50 plus. The women in my family that's married 50 plus, no, I can't say. Some of them are happy, but they'll tell you a story of what she had to do or what he had to do, and they had to work through it. And some of them have, and some of them still haven't. If you talk to them deeply, they still haven't gotten over it. But you know what they always say? Well, back then, because if any of the modern day women that's on my show, if you're in your 50s or 40s right now, the stuff your mama went through with a man, you're not going to do. The stuff your grandmother went through with those men, you're not going to do. You're not going to stay as long. Most of y'all out of there. The stuff my mama went through with my father, ain't no woman can put up with that. Nah. But she's still with him to this day. Now, if you ask her if she's happy, she goes, yeah, of course, love him. Okay. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Okay. Back then, vows were taken serious. Joe, that's what my first husband said to me. Is he going to stay with this woman no matter what? Not everyone were happy in marriages. Hell no, I can't take it. My dad has always treated her like a queen, married 61 years this Friday. Congratulations. Congratulations. Again, there are unicorns. But I'm going to say this to everybody, right? When you sit down and you talk to your mom and you talk to your father, right? Ask them what was the key to their happy marriage. What did they have to endure? Or did they have to endure anything? Because I have talked to people, and not in my family, but I have talked to people that he was the perfect guy for her, and she was the perfect woman for him. And they have had very few arguments in their life because they love each other that much. I have talked to a few people that has had that kind of thing happen in their life. So it does exist. And when they look at each other now, they are still he and ha like they were 16 years old. I have seen that. I have seen it and witnessed it. And when they are finishing each other's sentences, I've seen it. Very rarely, but I have seen it. Most of what I've seen and witnessed from friends and from family and associates is the other side of it. Some stay for the kids. Some stay because they feel they can't do any better. It just depends on them. Let's see. Erica say it's not a person's on this planet that I will be happy with daily. Okay. Okay. Laughing and communication is key. Yes, my parents hold hands in public when they are walking. Yeah, and again, like I said, I'm not saying that there's no great marriages out there because I do believe marriages can be great. I do believe that. I do. I do believe you can grow to love each other. I do believe that. But I would say, let's be real about what we're talking about when it comes to relationship, when it comes to dating, when it comes to marriage, and what it actually takes to do those things. We gotta be real about that. We can't play with it, right? To be married to somebody, it's work. And as this conversation started today, when I first started this conversation, it's more to the point of, do you love me? And that's the question I want to ask women, right? Do you love him? And what do we need to do as men to make you love us regardless? Like we love you regardless. Is that possible? Erica said, I have 3 decades of marriage. You don't have to tell me. Gotcha. You can speak things into existence as well. Speak life into your partner. That's a good one. How many men and women speak life into each other on a daily basis or a weekly basis or a monthly basis? That is a good one. And that's something I don't know if I've ever done. Spoke life. I've always said I'm proud of it, but spoke life into their dreams. That's a good one. I like that. Their marriage has been great all those years, especially as they've gotten older. That's beautiful, Rachel. And they're in their 80s. That's beautiful. Love should come natural, not forced. True, Tams. I agree with that. Love takes time. I do believe love takes time. I do believe love is love, man. And love is that's a difficult word. Sometimes it's an easy word. Sometimes it's a complicated word. Sometimes it's a frustrating word. But I do know when I am loved. That's one thing that I can say. And the one thing I can say in my life at my age, I don't know, have I ever been truly loved by somebody for real. I think I've been loved, but have I been truly loved by somebody? And if I have to say I would say it's one person in my life that I believe she loved me unconditionally. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I don't know how many people can say that, but I can honestly say I don't think I've ever been just truly loved by somebody that just loved me with no expectations. Just me. Just because of me, you love me. Nothing else. Nothing at all. I can't say that, y'all. I don't know how many of y'all are there. Now in my life, I can say I got people I know who love me without any expectations. I have people around me that I know that love me, never have judged me, never have tried to take anything from me. They try to pour into me and don't want anything in return, but they love me and I love them the same. But that didn't happen until maybe 8, 10 years ago that I truly felt it and understood. And I think before that time, and I'm just talking, these are friends that I built over that time. And before that, there was one other person, and it wasn't my mom, it wasn't my father. There was one other person that I would say that I felt that truly loved me. And I would say that was my first wife. I would say that, yes, she didn't want nothing in return but me. She didn't give a damn about any of that other stuff. Everybody else, that was a price. Whatever it was a price. That was a barter. It was condition on condition basis. Yeah, yeah. That's very true. That's the ultimate goal, Erica. Some men flex so hard when they meet women and don't give the woman a chance to see the real you. Okay. How many of you listen to my show today has been truly loved for you? Your flaws, your scars, everything. Truly loved for you. Lady J says she has. That's beautiful. How many have truly been loved? If you did nothing, right, at all, that person will love you for the rest of your life. They don't have no expectation for you. They love you, the person. They don't hold anything against you. They hold you accountable for yourself. They uplift you, even sometimes you don't believe in yourself. Monique says she different, man. That's a beautiful feeling. I believe my ex-husband loves me. Okay, okay. And I love him the same. That's beautiful. I have my ex-husband. That's beautiful, Tams. That's hard to find, though. Excuse me. That's very hard to find. And if you have it, and that person, if especially if that's your mate or somebody you're dating, hold on to it. Hold on to it, man. Because, man, when I say when you get older, sometimes you become bitter or you become turned off from life. Because I know in my life, the people that I thought that loved me betrayed me in one shape, form, fashion, or another. And that, for me, saying if those people turn their back on me, anybody can. So it makes you hard to want to trust anybody else. And so most people with me don't start off on a fair sleep. Because I always tell anybody that's talking, I'm damaged. So You may not want to put the work in over here because there are things with me that there is a wall, there is protection up for me, and I'm protecting me from you. You may have the best intentions in the world, but I'm still protecting myself from you. I am, just being honest, because I don't want to be hurt anymore. I don't want to feel pain anymore. I don't want to be angry anymore. And I don't want to be disappointed. Who does? Let's see, Monique. Yes, it's definitely hard to find love that way now. We all are damaged in some way. I understand you, Joe, judging going through this. Going through this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying this to feel pity, but I'm just saying it's definitely in my life. When y'all hear me talking, I say the things I say, it's because of what I've been through and what I've done. I'd rather do this by myself now than be hurt again or put the work in again at this stage in my life. Because you get tired of building somebody or believing and hoping and praying that he or she is going to be there for you. In my case, is she going to be the one? I don't know. I really don't know if she's going to be the one. And I've talked to somebody recently. I don't even know if I want anybody to be the one anymore. I don't. At this stage in my life, if I find a wife again, cool. If I don't, cool. I'm okay. But one thing I do know, if I do invite someone to come into my life, a couple of years from now, it definitely would be someone that's my friend. Definitely. It has to be someone that we can laugh and we can joke. And on our worst days, we can laugh and we can joke about it. We're not going to take life that serious anymore. You know what I'm saying? At my stage in life, if I'm married to Miss Hanson or Tams or Rachel or Shaw, right? Or Erica or Monique, if I'm married to either one of y'all, what the hell we got to argue about at 54, 55? I mean, seriously, what do we got to argue about? I'm not trying to go out there and cheat on you at this stage of my life. I'm not trying to go be with other women. You know what I'm saying? What do we got to argue about? We can disagree on stuff. You may want to watch Matlock, and I may want to watch Perry Mason. Okay. You may want to eat ham. I may want to eat chicken. Okay. You may want to go for a walk. I want to go for a jog. Okay. Let's walk and jog. Let's watch Perry Mason today and watch Matlock tomorrow. Now, at this stage in life, if I'm over 50 and we're arguing with one another on a consistent basis, we're definitely wrong with each other. I can disagree with you, but I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to be hanging up the phone mad or walking around the house like I used to, not talking to you. That's not happening in my house. It's not happening. I'm not going to be walking around my house, you in another room and I'm in the wrong room, and we're mad at each other. For what? For what? If we're at that point still in this stage of my life, I definitely have picked the wrong woman to be with. I'm sorry. I don't want to argue with you. I want to see your point. I'm being honest. My whole thing is, baby, I see your point. Baby, I see your point. But how about this? Can we do this if that's okay with you? That would be my argument now. My argument is way different than trying to make a point and trying to be right. I don't give a damn about being right if I love you. Let me say that please again. I don't give a damn about an argument to be right if I love you. I'll be right now. I just want to love you. That's all I want. If I'm wrong for that, I'm wrong. But I don't want to argue with you, right? I don't want to be right in the conversation. I don't need to win the debate. I don't give a flying hip about none of that. I don't. I really, in this day, I don't need to win any more debates. I don't need to be right on what I'm saying. As long as I can go lift my weights, I can get this proper sleep when I want to, right? I can do my radio show once every day, right? As long as you're not messing with that with me, we gonna be great. And I can spend time with my kids when I want to. That's it. I'm very simple now. If I'm traveling, I want you there. If you don't want to go, I'm going anyway. Okay? Simple. We ain't gonna argue about it. If you want to go somewhere I don't want to go, you go. You shouldn't be mad at me because I stay. I just don't want to go. Hell, you go. And if you don't want to go, I'm gonna go. But you shouldn't be holding them. Well, I can't believe you left without me. You left me here at home. You guys don't want to go. What are we gonna argue about? If I got to argue about something about that simple, at 50, we ain't gonna be together. If you're gonna argue with me because I said I'm going on a trip and you decide not to go and you thought I should stay, and that's gonna be a big problem for you, and you ain't gonna want to talk to me no more, you're not gonna answer my phone while I'm gone. You might well break up with me and divorce me. We out. We done. But we're not gonna do that. I'm grown. You grown. If I offer you to go and you choose not to go, I'm going anyway. Let me say that again. If I want to go somewhere and I offer your ass to go, girlfriend or wife, and I want to go, I'm going. I'm not staying at home because you're going to be mad at me if I go. I don't care. Because if you love me, you should know that this is something I want to do, and you should be trying to stop me from what I'm doing because I put in the time and did everything I need to do with you. Just because you don't want me to go, just because, that's on you. And same thing when it comes to where you want to go and I don't want to go. I shouldn't hold you hostage or captive because you left my ass at home and didn't stay. And you shouldn't hold me captive because you mad at me because I didn't go. My husband didn't want to go. Okay, fine. Find things we can do together. Because if I'm with you, there are things I'm going to want to do with you, but some things I'm just not going to want to do with your ass. I'm just being honest. There are certain TV shows I'm just not going to want to watch you because I don't want to watch it. And vice versa. That's what grown people do. We compromise and we able to live our life the way we want to without making somebody be what the hell you think they should be for you to be happy. Some people will much rather have an unhappy mate with them than leave their ass at home. Because you're going to say, if you love me, you will come, no matter how you feel. And you're okay with them being unhappy in your presence as long as they're there because you feel good about it. And I think that's the biggest load of BS in the world. Because I'd be damned if I'm going somewhere I don't want to go. Just to make you happy. Now, there's certain occasions that I know that is something that you want us to do together. And I feel it's special for you. Of course, I'm going to be there. You're my wife. We're in our 50s. Let's do it. I'm not going to be comfortable with everything you're doing, but I know there's something that you just talked about. Babe, I would love to see us go do this. I'm not going to tell you no to that. What if it's just some weekend trip that you want to go to? You know what I'm saying? And you thought about something. And I'm like, babe, I really don't want to go. I'm going to tell you, take your friends. Stop making people do stuff and holding it against them because they don't want to do it because you want them to. If they're doing everything else and they've done stuff, but they just don't want to do this with you, why are you in an argument with them about it? You're right, MD. It's manipulation on the man part and the woman part. We hold these truths to be self-evident. We really do. Right? Because if you love me, you would such and such. I see a lot of couples do that. He'll never want to do that with me. She'll never want to do that with me. And the dude or the woman said, well, hell, I just did this last week. Well, that was last week. We're talking about this week now. If you're the kind of person, stay the hell away from me. because you're just looking for something to piss me the hell off, or find some kind of way to say that, okay, you don't want to do this with me now, so I'm going to go do such and such, right? You're looking for that argument. You need that argument. You need to be in confrontation. There are some people in relationships, they need to have a confrontation in their relationship to make them feel worthy in a relationship. Don't ask me why, but that's some people, that's what they are. Me personally, no. You're my friend that happens to be my wife. I know you, you know me. I know when to leave you alone, and I know when to play with you, and vice versa. You know that if there's a trip that you want to go to, you're like, you know, when the hell Joe gonna want to go on that? I'm gonna offer it to him, but I know he's not gonna want to go. You're already gonna have secondary plans, and vice versa for me. I don't go do a lot. I don't, but I got my boys in Hawaii, my boys in Florida, and some of that call and say, hey man, come down for the weekend. Well, if I'm married and my wife want to come with me, cool. And maybe sometime like, babe, I'm going to Florida for the weekend, and my, I'm saying it's gonna be a boy thing with me and my boys. You're not coming. I'll be back Monday. Understand that. It ain't about me hoeing or anything like that. I'm just going to hang out with my boys. I don't need you to be on my every footstep. And vice versa for you. I hope you got friends. Oh, and before I get out of here today, can I say this, ladies and gentlemen? How about this? Do not make your wife or your husband your only friend. Let me say this again. Do not make your wife or your husband your only friend. That is too much pressure. That is too much BS that comes with that. Do not make your wife or your husband your only friend. Don't forsake your family and friends for your mate. Do not do that. You need your friends, you need your family, you need your space. I've seen too many, especially women, allow their man to make them lose their friends, and women and men too, make them lose their men friends because he ain't no good for you. Or he a hoe. I'm a good judgment of character. Okay. Number one, I don't hang out with a lot of single guys. And if I hang out with single men, what my single friends do, they respect my wife, which means they respect my life, which means they're not going to bring me or put me in a situation where I can forsake my wife. See, that's what real men do. See, when y'all saying that y'all got these single friends, you are married to a girl or you're married to a boy that wants to still play. Because grown people, right? My single friends ain't never trying to mess up my happy home. Mine are not. Matter of fact, my single friends is going to be protective of what I got at home. So if they're going to go do some BS, they're not calling me. If they're going to hang out with a boat full of girls, they're not calling me. They're not going to put me in that. Because they're not going to let me mess up what I got with Erica, what I got with Sharp, or what I got with Nisi, or what I got with Tim. They're not going to let me mess that up. My friends don't do that. I'm single now, and I don't do that to my friends that are married. If we hang out, we hang out. We go grab a bite to eat. If I got females around me, or if I'm gonna hang out with some female, I'm not asking her to bring up females so my boy can. No, I'm not doing that. Or if she brings somebody, she said, "Hey, can you bring some dude for my friend?" It won't be him. We grown. If he gonna mess up his relationship with his wife, he gonna do that without my help. And because Joe introduced me to nothing or nobody. That ain't what I do. You want to be single, bro, divorce your wife, we can hang out, we can do certain things. Or there's certain things I can go do you can't do, bro. I'm not calling you about that. My married friends never call me about something they heard I've done or whatever, because they know they can't do what I do. But I do believe that if you're in a relationship, right, or you married to somebody, your wife or your husband, your girlfriend, your boyfriend should not be your only friend. And let me say this: they can be one of your best friends. They should not be your only best friend. Stop doing that, y'all. Stop making your husband and wife your only best friend. Now, if that's the way y'all work and y'all chill like that, and y'all don't want nobody else in y'all world, so be it. I got too many friends for me to be like that. I got too many people that I love in my life that I like to hang out with, just for laughing and GP purposes. And I don't think, I know this. My wife, whoever I decide to marry one day, if I decide to get married, it's not going to bring me the same joy that a Melba Tate or a Boz or a Cassandra will. Those are my friends. Been knowing them for years. They're not going to bring the same laughter and be able to tell the same stories that they tell when we sit down and have lunch today. Oh, we want to talk crazy, right? Those are my friends. My wife can be introduced to them. But have you been around? You marry somebody, but you try to be into that relationship with their friends, but you just can't be when they're talking about certain things because you wasn't there, and it's awkward as hell because you're trying to be a nice boyfriend or husband or a wife or a girlfriend, but it's awkward when they're around their friends and you're not able to have that conversation or join in. That's why I say let your wife or husband be with their friends. That could be codependency. Okay. I have a few friends who I got out and danced with, and one best friend. And keep those friends. Truly keep. If you got friends that love you, they will respect your marriage if you get married. Because, I'm working towards, for me, once a month, that I'm going to have a dinner where we all get together. My friends. Or once a quarter, we all get together. Right? And just relax. And get drunk. And have fun. And talk crap. And let our hair down. And right now I have a group of friends, we do that. We do it, we try to do it once a quarter. Ain't nobody but us. And we spend that time just laughing and talking. No business, just laughing and talking and drinking. Your wife is not invited. Your girlfriend or husband or boyfriend is not invited. It's all of us who started out 10, 15 years ago together. We get together once a quarter, eat and drink. And we get Ubers to take us home. And that's what we do. And we made it a thing. And what goes on or what's said there is nothing bad that goes on. Nothing. We don't go out there and, have strippers and all that. Because here's the thing about that group: it's men and women in that group. It's just not men, it's just not women. It's men and women. We just all came up in business together. We all branched off and did different things together. And so we said that there's no place where we can just be us without some type of judgment or somebody thinking or saying something. So we figured out a way to where we can just let our hair down and enjoy ourselves without scrutiny, anybody judging or anybody thinking anything. It's just us. We can say, drink, and eat the way we want to. No pictures, no videos, no cameras. Everybody. It's just us having fun and talking a bunch of, you know what I'm saying? That's what we do. And I love it. I look forward to the next time that we do it. You look forward for those times. We don't that day you don't eat, you don't drink nothing. You wait for that bus to pull up to your house and pick you up. And when you get off the bus and they drop you off, you're stumbling back into the house. And sometimes I fall out on the floor. Sometimes I make it to the bed. Sometimes I just make it to the sofa. But it's fun. And I've loved that about my life, the freedom that I've been able to have and do those things, right? Without judgment, without anybody questioning me or thinking that you did something wrong or no, it's just fun. That's what you should do with friends. Nothing wrong with that. Now I can't wait till the weekend to go out and dance with my friend. I'm just telling y'all, man, at this stage in my life, before I get out of here, if you're single or if you're in a relationship, you have to put boundaries on your happiness for yourself. It's not your mate's responsibility to make you happy. That's your responsibility. And some of us don't know what makes us happy. You think that that man makes you happy or that woman makes you happy. And if that's the case, I do feel sorry for you because you're not happy with self. And I truly mean that. Because ain't nobody gonna dance the jig for you 24/7, 52 weeks a year. It ain't my job to make you happy. It's my job to provide happiness to you. Provide you the room to be happy. Provide you the experience, the platforms to be happy. To be part of your happiness experience, but it's not my job to make you happy. It's not your job to make me happy. It's not your job. That's my job to make me happy. It's my job not to stand up in the way so you can be happy. It's your job not to stand in my way so I can be happy. See, sometimes we want to control a relationship so much that we stand in the way of how somebody's going to be happy because we think it has to be provided through them or from you. And that's the only way you want them to be happy. And nobody can do that. That's not your mate's responsibility. I'm going to say that again. I don't give a damn if you disagree with me. It is not your responsibility to make your mate happy. It's your responsibility to provide happiness and the room for them to be happy. And understand what happiness means for them. And you get to gloat in the glory of their happiness. Because once a man and a woman are able to produce their own happiness, right, they can be happy in a relationship with you. But if they're expecting for you to provide the happiness, right, and somebody not, right, then the relationship is going to hell in a handbag. And you need to ask yourself, if somebody is expecting you to provide happiness for them, 9 times out of 10, the person that's expecting you to provide happiness is not providing happiness to you because they don't know how, because they're waiting for you. They're waiting for you to make them happy. So if they're waiting for you to make them happy, they can't make you happy. So you're constantly working. You see how that works? So if you're thinking that your mate is their responsibility is to make you happy, you're fooling yourself. Okay? Work on that, ladies and gentlemen. Right? And the other piece that I wanted to leave with you guys today is, ladies, there's more going towards for the men today on this show. Work on loving that man for who he is on his worst day. Work on showing that man that you truly love him. If you got a man in your life that you know he loves you unconditionally, right? And you know that you could do a better job, do it. Do it. Don't make that man pay or wait until, because I'm going to tell you what y'all going to do. When you get married, you're not going to change and give him everything. You're still going to hold out because you're going to want something. Shoes, you know what I'm saying? Money, something. If you're going to be a good person during the dating phase. I ain't saying give him wifey treats. But what I'm saying is love him. You ain't got to give him all the love that you would give your husband. But love him. That's what I'm asking you to do. Love him So he feels that you love him, not all the things attached. And women say, well, no, if he can't do it, if he can't, well, you don't love him. I don't think you love him. If you can't love a man where you need to, if you see him in a weakened state and you know that you got a good man, you know he's coming out of it. He's just down for right now, maybe down for a month or two. And you can't love him through it. And when I say love him through it, I'm not talking about begrudging through it, ladies and gentlemen, because there's a difference. When you're down and out, you want that man to love you and help you and not talk no more about it because that's his responsibility and nothing should ever change. But some of y'all women, I'm going to get out here when I say this. Some of y'all women, if you have to help a man on whatever it may be and you feel that's not your responsibility to be doing, you would hold it against him in some shape, form, or fashion. Your body language, your tone that you talk to me, or however we're doing things together, you're going to let me know that you was not pleased with this and you don't want to be in that situation. Even though you didn't say it, you're going to make sure I understand that. So you don't have to be in that situation anymore. And that, ladies, I think you need to work on. Because if you love that man, you love that man. You should never make him feel less than because sometimes he's not able to do everything when you want him to. Just my humble opinion. You guys have been locked into the Joe Lockett Show. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Hope you guys have taken something from this. If you have, share your comments in the comments where you see the show at. Share the show out there. Like the show. And if you guys like my merch, that pink, it came in, y'all. Ooh, y'all see that? It came in, y'all. Let me move the microphone out the way. It came in, y'all. Go to joelockett.com. It helps support the show. I appreciate you guys. And also, what's burning in the studio is the one and only Sea Spray from Tamise Creations. You can get it on Amazon.com or right here in the TikTok shop. Tamise Creations. Sea Spray, the candle is burning. All right, guys. Y'all know how I feel about you, right? Jitim, te amo, aishtamas, liberty. What does all that mean? It means I love you. Have a great evening. See you guys tomorrow. All right, guys. I'm out. Facebook. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. Hey, Rhonda. Oh, yes, I have a good feeling to know I can love you for you and respect for being. That's a beautiful thing. It really is, Rhonda. Thank you guys so much on Facebook and YouTube for chiming in today. Love you guys. Hit the like button, hit the follow button. Okay, if you're on YouTube and Facebook, hit those buttons, y'all. Just leave a comment. This show is growing on the social media. The algorithms out there on YouTube and Facebook, it's different. So I need you to do me a favor. Share this video only with people you think they're gonna like it. Do not just share on those platforms because you're trying to help me out. Because if you put it on your timeline and none of your friends care about relationships, I'd rather for you to leave a comment and hit the like button. That does me better. And follow my show and tell people about it. I love y'all, man. Thank you guys so much. I will see you guys tomorrow.